Well, I want to give a quick palladium platinum silver update here because just to tell you the truth, I actually dumped out of platinum the other day, and yesterday morning, before palladium took a dump, I dumped out of it electronically. Did not sell any physical metals. I think the physical metals are going to, they're long-term hold, and it's a guessing game. When you're doing long-term holds, that's really like it could be for the catastrophic collapse or whatever the hell is going to happen. But I'm not going to sell physical metals till I see astronomical gains, which I think is going to happen in the future due to all the money printing. But I'm displaying here a woman on a bicycle exerciser. I do comment a lot. I have a lot of health videos on here, and I do comment a lot about health and exercise. But I'm going to tell you this: despite how healthy you could possibly be, and all the exercise you do, you will need a doctor at one point in time. As I found out yesterday, I had to do a trip to the emergency room on something. I guess it could have been major, but it wasn't. Turned out to be no problem. But never been to one before in the ER, but that's what I did. So depends on who the doctor is, and usually I trust Oriental doctors more than the dyed-in-the-wool USA Caucasian doctors. And the guy was an Oriental guy. Good to go, buddy. Anyway, I want to get up with this silver and palladium update and platinum update. Like I said, I dumped out of platinum, and I'm going to say why. And, I've been telling people to buy palladium, but, it had such a good damn run-up in the short term. That's what I figured was going to happen. It was a good guess because I dumped out of it right at this little peak here. Now I could retrace, just like it retraced here, and charge up even higher. I don't know. But, I would look at for a pullback if it does, I don't know, possibly down to this point right in here. But you know what? You know what I'm basing it on? Not so much the charts. And these could be internet rumors. I'm not sure. I'm not 110% sure. And, I just got to put this out here. Guess who looks like Beavis? Timmy Geithner. And that's one reason you keep gold and silver, so don't let them dissuade you. Beavis is in charge, okay? Beavis, he's pulling the strings, he's got the levers, all this kind of shit. So that's why you keep your gold and silver, so and the physical stuff. I'm not talking about, just like Mark Farber does, he keeps the physical stuff. So that's why you're keeping your gold and silver. Now, platinum and palladium, too. That's why I keep the physical. I didn't sell any physical palladium, actually, I bought that stuff when it was like 175 to 200 spot. I ain't selling it. I should have sold it, I guess, back in when it was 850. But I ain't Karnak the magician. I'm not going to sell it for short-term dips. But I have to state this. We're looking at this stuff. Okay, yeah, I know it's going down a lot. I'm glad I did sell it electronically, but I didn't sell any physical. No physical at all. Okay. But there's three things out there. I read the article that good subscriber sent me about Warren Buffett selling stocks. And I also read articles about people making huge bets on a VIX, the volatility index, and which means the stocks are so high right now, if they're going to do anything, they're going to go down, right? And I also read about somebody put 100,000 puts down on a stock. If there's on 100,000 puts down at the Dow would go down. So, there's one thing, though. When you're reading this stuff on the internet, you got to watch because they spike the internet with rumors, too. They do. This might be all bullshit, but, the only thing it confirms, though, is that Mark Farber thinks there could be a turn down, a big one or small one, in February. And, if it turns out to be a small one, there'll be a bigger one in the summer. So that was one reason I got out of palladium and platinum. Since they had such a good run-up, and there's other signs that, the economy and all these statistics are out there that aren't looking that good, you're not going to be wanting to sit in palladium and platinum. But I kept the gold and the silver, okay? But I think palladium and platinum are excellent metals in the long run. They're still way too cheap. Right now, platinum is finally getting ahead of gold a little bit, but it's still gonna, it's still gonna keep charging up. The average, actually during good industrial times, actually platinum is twice the price of gold on average. Overall, the long average, it's 1.4 times the price of gold. That's because sometimes it's below the price of gold. It's still pretty cheap right now, But, you know, if you don't have metals, I'd stick with buying the silver versus any of them. The palladium I like, and I actually have I have, a good deal of physical palladium. And the reason I have that is because I think it's actually going to be worth more than the price of gold long range. But I have the patience to hold it. What I dumped was electronic palladium. Electronic, not physical. Okay? So that's a difference. So I've recognized those gains, and that's exactly how I played the game. But it's become all these different sources on the internet saying that the markets are going to have a downturn. So you don't want to be in platinum and palladium. Gold, you might be okay. You might be okay. If there's a problem with the U.S. dollar, they're having problems over the debt ceiling, which has been extended to May. But anything else comes up with rating agencies talking, the dollar's weak or whatever, the debt ceiling is not being resolved to their satisfaction, then you can take gold will be a good thing to be in. Definitely. So, I didn't touch the gold and I didn't touch the silver and the other stuff that I have that are commodities and agriculture and copper and all that stuff. So, but I did dump the electronic palladium and platinum, but did not sell any physical, like I said before. So anyway, that's just going to do a short update on this because just to keep you abreast, because I'm not afraid to take fiat money. I'm not afraid to take fiat money. Now, on a physical metal, you got to spread. You're buying it over spot and you're selling it at spot or under spot, right? So I mean, plus you got to play around getting it there and shipping it and all this other kind of crap. Electronically, it's pretty easy. So that's another thing. It's a lot easier to speculate electronically than it is with the physical metals. And obviously that is where silver probably price is being suppressed a little bit too. I think quite a bit. It should be about $40. That's what it should be. For them to really show some profit on the metal, it should be about $40. So, but do expect some surprises. And if you see the surprises, don't believe everybody that the sky's falling. Hold. Don't be afraid to sell. And don't be afraid to sell physical stuff if you get really crazy gains. Because if you get crazy gains, the sky's not going to fall on a dollar that fast. You might as well take that fiat and wait for that pullback. It's a guess, but that's the kind of way I'm going to be playing it.